great and talented Michelangelo welcome you to the interview, Renaissance Edition. Tonight, we will be battling out who is the most important Renaissance character. Battlers, please introduce yourselves.
Hello, my name is Nicholas Copernicus. Good day, my name is Christopher Columbus.
I am Andreas Vesalius.
Greetings, I'm Leonardo da Vinci.
Now, let's start our interview. Copernicus, do you mind beginning with telling us a little bit about yourself?
Of course. I was born in Poland and grew up in an orphanage until I was taken out by my heroic uncle to go to school. I attended many great universities such as, hang tight guys, St. John's School, Cathedral School in Wallowak, University of Krakow, University of Bologna, and in the University of Padua. So as we all know, I am the smartest man.
Wow, already getting ahead of yourself? Let's see if we can change that. Now, Columbus, tell us about your life.
I was born in Genoa, Italy. My family was very poor, so I didn't really have an amazing education. But I overcame that disadvantage, as you all know. Also, I loved sailing from the beginning of my life and spent almost all my extra time at the harbor.
That's amazing! Copernicus, are you having any second thoughts yet?
No, not really.
All right then. Andreas, the stage is yours.
Thank you. I was born in Brussels, Belgium, to a family of wealthy pharmacists and physicians. My father worked in the court of King Henry II. I studied medicine at the University of Paris, University of Louvain, and got my degree at the University of Padua in 1537. After my graduation, I became interested in anatomy. For a while, I worked for King Henry II and even performed his autopsy. After that, I decided to open my own private practice for the dissection of human corpses.
Lots of talent, I see. Da Vinci, let's hear what you got to share.
Well, for starters, Copernicus, the only reason you attended so many schools is because not one can hold you for more than 1 week.
Objection!
Copernicus, that is not Judge Judy. Da Vinci, please continue.
Gladly. I was born in a remote village in Italy in 1542. 1452. My parents did not have any money, so I grew up with my cousins. While growing up, I was very interested in engineering, inventing, and painting.
Thank you. Moving on to the hardcore, the deep, inspiring questions that will just leave you thinking. What would each of you like to be remembered for? For example, I would like to be remembered for painting the Sistine Chapel and sculpting the David.
I'll go first this time. I would like people to remember me for making Europe and Asia aware of an entire continent, which was full of new foods and materials. Some foods that were found are beans, squash, chili peppers, sunflowers, chino pods, peanuts, tomatoes, sweet potatoes, manioc, avocado, pineapple, cocoa, potato, and most importantly, corn. Also, I would like to be remembered for making countless people's lives better with the Columbian Exchange.
Okay, thank you for your shopping list. But I do think that is a great hope, and well, it's just amazing. Zelius, what would you like to share?
I would like people to remember me as someone who went against the status quo and created a great impact because of it. And at the same time, I would like to be remembered for my discoveries that help our daily modern medicine evolve.
Amazing, Da Vinci.
I want to be remembered for painting, especially the one and only Mona Lisa.
It is a beautiful work of art. Lastly, let's hear from Copernicus.
I would like to be remembered as the brilliant astronomer who revolutionized science forever.
Yeah, okay, good luck with that. Andreas, what do you think is interesting about yourself that people might not know?
I helped invent the microscope.
Is your name on it?
No.
So it's not official.
That's debatable.
Okay, it's getting intense in here at the interview Renaissance Edition, and we've barely begun. Da Vinci, let's hear it.
Well, see, I used my imagination to think up the idea of helicopter. Although it wasn't really invented by me, I saw the idea.
Still, it didn't work.
But they were the basis behind the helicopters and planes that we use today.
Sure.
Okay, there's a lot of awkward tension, which I believe is great for debates. Let's move on. Copernicus, what is your answer?
In fact, I was hesitant to publish my first book, Commensarius, in fear of the church. The church would disagree with my heliocentric theory that the planets revolve around the sun and that the earth is not the center of the universe. But I published it anyway. It was important to me that the truth be told. I think that tops it all.
That tops it all? That statement is very debatable. As they say, save the best for last. I was such a good navigator that the routes that I used to get to America from Europe are still used today.
Oh, I think that may have given Copernicus some second thoughts. Da Vinci, please share with us how your contribution will help improve people's lives in the future, like me, who gave people the inspiration and motivation to draw.
Well, my paintings inspire young scholars for all generations. Try topping that, Copernicus.
Challenge accepted. Without my observations, today we would still be following the false theory set in the 1200s, that the Earth is the center of the universe. Consider yourself topped.
Now that is something hard to follow. Andreas, do you think you can top the top?
Actually, according to physics...
Enough! I didn't realize being the host meant taming wild animals as well. Please, go on, Andreas.
I believe without my breakthroughs in understanding the human body, people might still believe what Galen had written, which was incorrect. Without contributions like mine, people would not be healthy or live long enough to make more discoveries.
Oh, can't wait what you have to say about how expensive Medicare will become.
Again, no need for the fight. Let's move on to Columbus. Please tell our audience, what do you want to be remembered for? What should writers on Wikipedia remember about you?
Well, without my discovery, people wouldn't have been aware of America for maybe another 50 years. Think of all of the contributions Americans have made in the world in the last 50 years. We might not otherwise have cell phones.
Don't say that. Finally, we're at the next question. Why do you think that you are the most important figure in the Renaissance?
I know I'm the most important Renaissance person because of two main reasons. First, just a side point. Let's just say I had attended about 6 schools and I had a highly respected position for my entire life. Now for the two main reasons. One, without my discovery, there would not be men walking on the moon. Imagine society without men on moon. Without me, people would be following the same false theory that has been going on for centuries.
Oh, wrong. Wait, did I?
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry. I am the most important for 2 reasons. Without me, we would all be dead right now because no one would know how to understand and heal the human body. And second, I set the correct foundation for human anatomy.
Hold on a second. First of all, if I may say so myself, proving that the Earth moves around the sun and not vice versa was way more important than discovering some old medical discoveries.
No.
Yeah?
Without my medical discoveries, we'd be dead, gone, never to return.
Well, if you put it like that.
I rest my case.
Okay. You know you want to fight, but that's no word down. We want this to be a calm educational device. Da Vinci, help us out. Why do you think you're the most important?
Well, I am by far the most important because I invented most of the machines we use today, such as scissors, diving suit, tank. I painted famous pictures such as the Mona Lisa and the Last Supper.
Excellent. I see you're making progress. Columbus, your thoughts?
Well, I'm the most important Renaissance person. I'll make it brief in the talk show group. Because without me, again, it might have taken another 50 crucial years for us to get in North America. Which means, first of all, we might not even be here. Also, I made valuable routes from Europe to here. What's next?
You make a great point there, although it is one we simply don't have time to argue over. What advice do you have for people who want to be successful?
To always keep trying, even if you don't have a great education, like me, and not to assume you're a failure. For example, when I died, I still did not know that on the land that I found would change world history.
I would say to always follow your gut feeling, even if it goes against the typical way of your life. Great things have come from people who did not worry about what everyone else would say.
You two have some hard shoes to fill. This is getting deep.
You know what? I'm just going to say this straight out. If you want to be successful, just go ahead and do it.
If you want to be successful, the number one thing is to enjoy what you are doing. Because if you don't, then you can't be successful.
I politely disagree. I didn't necessarily enjoy having to sail on the sea for months on end, yet I still made everyone aware of an entire continent. If you want to find riches, you gotta take risks.
Thank you, Columbus. Now for the final question. What is your favorite food or hobby?
This is a hard one, but I would have to say roast beef.
Well, I did so much. I created so many. But I would have to say painting.
My hobby is to learn new things.
By far, salted and pickled meat. Because you can't beat the time they last on the open sea.
Thank you for all of your time and interesting answers. After the judges give this some thought, they will have an answer to who is the most important in 3 years. Thank you for all joining us on the interview Renaissance edition.
Just remember to vote for Copernicus.